Tough Talk Thursday. Today's topic.
Make sure that you edit and know exactly what you need to store before you purchase any organizing products.
Say it again.
Edit before you go shopping.
And not only edit, but really be aware of what you own and what you need to organize before you buy any new product to organize said items.
And maybe throw some measurements in there too.
Well, right. And functionality and all these things we're going to talk about in Memento. But why do people buy organizing products before they actually know what they're going to organize?
Well, some of us enjoy shopping, and you'll run into something and you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it. I have to have it. This is going to be amazing. You don't know what you're going to use it for. You may need 4 of them and you only found one. This is one of Holly's
amazing, huge acrylic turntable.
And we use them all the time.
Love it more. We do. We use them in clients' houses. The functionality of this is amazing. I bought it when we remodeled the kitchen. Convinced. I was wanting to find, again, backwards process. I'm going to find something that fits in this. I didn't need it. It's going back to the store.
Right. And the other reason people buy something without proper planning is the price. You know, they run into a store and they see something on clearance on an end cap, and all of a sudden they've ended up with something. We have a closet full of stuff too that was a great deal.
Well, because, I've seen this at the store for $25.99, but here's 2 of them for $13.69 on clearance. I must have them with no intended purpose to use them, and then they just become what, Tanya?
Clutter.
Oh, there it is. Organizing products as clutter. We see it often.
We do. So before you purchase anything, you've already edited your stuff and you know what you need to store. Really take into consideration what you're going to be storing. Good example for today. Our client this morning had some toiletries. She travels a lot. She had them in a closet and they were in a wicker basket above the clothes. Like, that's her clothes closet, right? And what if one of those little lids came undone and bath gel was seeping down onto her favorite, formal dresses? She would be disappointed. So moving forward, those are going to live in a plastic container, and some of them got moved to a bathroom, right? So really taking into consideration what type of product and what else.
Right. You also need, like Tanya said, some measurements. Where's the object going to go? Your container, if you're storing things, if you're, containing them, putting in bins, baskets, what have you, make sure they fit that area. And if you need multiple ones of them, the shape of them, if they're tapered, there's a lot that goes into making sure they fit in the space for which you need them to be functional.
And sometimes you need to take advantage of vertical space, which means you need to stack things. And if you're going to stack them, they either need to be made to stack,
right? Otherwise,
they're going to be like, or they need to have a lid so that they can stack. And a lot of times, those are like keepsakes, mementos, papers you don't want to get damaged. So make sure you're taking these things into consideration, and you're not just buying cute wicker baskets that don't stack, and then you're frustrated and you're shoving a bunch of things on the floor because they were the wrong size for the shelf, right?
Right. And labels. Labels are important. But what happens when you buy products that labels won't really go on? Or if you put labels on, the tie that you put them on is so distracting that it's not a clean look that you want. Or you buy some type of label that is chalk and smears off every time your kid runs by it. Make sure the product's labeling suits the functionality of where and how you're using it.
Otherwise, it's turning into like a matching game gone wrong, where you're like pulling out one thing. What's in this? Oh yeah, was this socks? Was this? It's just not the way that a good organized space should function.
Because you can force labels on things. That doesn't mean that they're going to hold up or they're going to work well. So it really, even though you love a product, make sure that product functions for you in that area.
Final disclaimer, please don't use fabric in kitchens. That is all.
Well, and my final disclaimer, baskets in closets, unless they're specifically made and you find them in the closet area, most of them are going to be lined for that purpose. Why, Tanya?
Because they're going to snag your sweaters and your clothes. They're not made for that. There are specific ones that are, but don't just assume because it's a basket that your cashmere sweater is going to be in a safe home in there, right?
Right. And trying to get go-go squeeze out of a seagrass basket, best of luck to you if that's in your pantry. But a plastic pantry is a quick run under the sink.
Exactly. Because when one punctures or a kid forgets to screw a lid back on and tosses it back in, you want something washable.
Right. So hearing that you're going to have to do a little preparation before you whip out that credit card
might be a little tough to hear.
But it's totally true.